Okay, so hey guys, sorry for the delay I've taken in making videos. I'm not where I usually am. Like I'm even outside right now. So because not near my house, it's hard to like make videos sound the same way they would if I'm at home. But I hope you guys like this one. So how we start out in this what if is now we see Goku learning in the turtle school, so like Master Roshi's house. So he's learning the Kamehameha, and then he also took a particular interest in like Roshi's buff transformation, like how he's skinny, then he turns buff, and it like reminds him of the transformation he also has. So it makes him curious on if he would be able to like learn different ways to hone his transformations and like make them look different so that he doesn't look like as weird as he would in like in some of his forms. So what happens here is he asks Master Roshi to teach him how to transform, how he transforms even though humans aren't supposed to have transformations. And Roshi tells him that he just does it. I guess it's because like his body, it's a way of his body to expand its strength as he has grown weaker. So it's a way for him to get power the same way he did in his youth. So he tells Goku to look for the shape-shifting school as he'd be more likely to find more useful information there. So now Goku leaves Roshi's place while learning some martial arts skills, and now he knows the Kamehameha wave, so that's good for him. So then he goes to the shape-shifting school, like where Oolong and Po learned, and then he learned how to do some shape-shifting, which will be much helpful in future. So now we see him moving, like going to a tournament. So that's the Tenkaichi Budokai, and then like here he whoops everyone, like even Master Roshi disguised, like he loses because Goku, as he trained, his power level increased dramatically, so it's not even on the same level as it was before. Like right now I'd say he's like, even with his suppressed power level, like the one that shows as like right now it shows about 1,000, like right now it shows like about 1,700 because it suppressed the rest, but the amount that's not that you can see now is 1,700, which is very strong for his planet. Like no one is even close. So after like a while of training, he comes across like a bandit trying to rob him, and the bandit has a sword. So like Goku's underestimating this bandit, and like due to that the bandit like chops off Goku's arm, which Goku was not expecting. Like it was because of his high power level, but like the same way like Goku got like bruised by the bullet, even though he was like Dragon Ball Super level. I'll say now, because he's not even close to Dragon Ball Super level, he gets like cut by the sword. So then his like arm gets chopped off. Goku's like screaming and he's shocked. But then what happens in this scenario, this one is like his Namekian DNA kicks in. So he manages to like, something tells him to just like put some energy into his arm, and then when he does it, his another arm grows out of it, grows on top, like where his wound was, which shocks Goku. But like in return, his stamina is like drained, so he has to go home for the rest of the day and think about this. So he is kind of curious because like he knows now he has like 5 different races, but he doesn't know the abilities of those 5 different races. He just knows he has the race DNA inside of him. So I'll say here he decides to go find the Dragon Balls another time to ask for the specific abilities of all his races and the abilities he managed to inherit from those races. So he starts going to find the Dragon Balls by himself, and he realizes that like 6 of them are literally concentrated in one area. So he's curious and he goes to check what's going on, and he sees the Red Ribbon base, and he wonders what they have the Dragon Balls for. So it keeps his guard up. So what I'm gonna say here is like Goku is more territorial for things he likes. Like as you can see with the Freezer race, they seem to be like a more territorial race. So due to that, it takes an influence on Goku's character. So he feels like he has a claim, a higher claim to like protecting the planet because he thinks of it as like his planet. So he comes to the Red Ribbon Army and he gets a guard and asks him, what is the goal of your army? And the soldier is scared because he just sees like a boy flying, and the boy grabs him by the collar. So then the guy says, "Oh, our goal is world domination. So then Goku realizes that this is not a good organization because their plan will influence his own planet negatively. So he goes to the base and he tells them to return the Dragon Balls or else they will face the power of his wrath. So they refuse at the beginning. So then Goku puts one small blast into his finger and he points it at like a section, like a wall of the base, and like the base literally, like half of the base literally gets destroyed just with that one attack. The rest of these guys start shivering and like they're scared because like they saw a little boy do this to them. So instead, like they give him the Dragon Balls and Goku leaves. But just because he left doesn't mean now he hasn't made some enemies along the way. Because now Dr. Jiro's son was in that other half of the base that Goku destroyed, meaning that Goku accidentally killed Dr. Jiro's son, which made him hate Goku in this scenario. So now Dr. Jiro has a disdain for Goku, not because he destroyed the Red Ribbon base, but because he killed Jiro's only son. And this sent Jiro on a path of finding androids and making androids that will destroy Goku and everything has ever loved. So then Dr. Jiro makes spy bots, right? And he, from this point onward, he starts monitoring Goku and all his skills and transformations. So Goku now goes back to summon the dragon, and he asks the dragon what abilities he has inherited. So the dragon explains from the Saiyan race he has all these Saiyan abilities, because it's basically like, I would say right now he's 70% Saiyan in his DNA, but like as he fights, like due to his ability, him being more like Cell, as he defeats like enemies from these different races, their abilities will resonate. Like if you see like in Boruto how like two common marks like make themselves progress faster, that's kind of the same thing. So like when Goku's near Namekian, his Namekian abilities progress further, and then like when he's near like a Kanasan or a Yadratian, his abilities progress. The longer his abilities increase, the longer he stays with them. So Goku learns about this, and he learns that right now he doesn't have that many abilities from the other races. Like for the Kanasans, he can only like see like, I would say like 10 seconds into the future, so like he can see a hit before it happens. Then from his Namekian side, right, all he has the ability to do right now is like regenerate limbs, and like, but like due to his lack of Namekian DNA, his abilities aren't as strong or powerful as they can become. That's why like he gets a serious stamina drain, like after he loses a limb. Like just to regenerate one arm, I'd say it takes like 80% of his chakra of his ki reserves. So like he can't be doing that often. So then from the Yadratian side, it's basically negligible, so he can't get anything from there. But then so far that's like all he has. But as he like is near people of the different races, his ability will increase, and he may even like over time gain more abilities that he never had before. So then after this, right, he goes to the Corinth Tower, because he realizes there was another big concentration of red ribbon soldiers at Corin's tower, and he didn't know why, but they were investigating this natural phenomenon, and they were trying to see what it was and maybe even climb it. So Goku manages to he goes to it and he wonders what it is. So he flies up Korean Tower and he meets a cat who makes the senzu beans. So he talks with Korean and he drinks the divine water, and he gets some senzu beans, which literally stop him from getting full for 2 weeks and allow him to regenerate any damage. But they don't help him regenerate limbs after if he loses his leg and he tries to get it regenerated with a senzu bean the day later, it won't work because the wound has already started to heal. But if he loses a limb and it hasn't yet started to heal, then it can be regenerated with the senzu beans. So then after that, right, he wonders what's above this tower, and he thinks, and Corin tells him this is where the watcher of the whole planet Earth lives, and he makes sure that the affairs on planet Earth go well. So he decides to try and climb this to the actual top, but I'll say that there's a barrier because he has not been allowed, he has not been invited to come up. So there's a barrier preventing him from going up, and unless the watcher of the planet Earth comes to talk to you, you won't be able to go up unless he first allows you to go up, because a long time ago there was someone who went up and caused chaos. So the watcher wished on the Dragon Balls to make sure that no one could go up unless they got explicit permission from him. So then Goku then goes to we now go and see the Pilaf gang, and they have a rice cooker with a seal on it, and they decide that they hear there's a great monster and a great evil inside the rice cooker. So they decide that maybe this will help them get revenge on Goku. So they decide to open the rice cooker, and out comes an evil that has been sealed for hundreds of years. So this is where I'm gonna leave off my what if for now, and if you like it, let's say if I get 7 to 8 likes, right, I'll post part 3. Hopefully I'll be in a better I'll be able to make the video sound better in part 3. So please bear with me. Bye and have a good day.